Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Simplykrystelle. So today's video is going to be a video about like kind of ranking my high-end concealers. I have a video similar to this that I did last year. It was my drugstore concealers, and I'll put that up above. But today's video is going to be ranking all of my high-end concealers. I don't have a lot of high-end concealers. I have about, I don't know, like maybe 10 or 12 high-end concealers. So I'm just going to be ranking them and telling you guys like which ones are my favorites and telling you guys which ones I don't really like. And this is not like a bashing video or anything. It's just telling you guys like my true opinion. So before we get on to the video, please press the subscribe button down below to my channel. Please subscribe and please also give this video a thumbs up, and let's get on to the ranking of these concealers. Okay, so I thought I would basically like start with my favorite ones and then go down to my least favorite. So I'll go from my favorites to my least favorite concealers. How are you guys liking the color? Like, do you think that I look better? Because I did some changing to my settings and I watched a lot of videos on YouTube to help me with my cameras, and I feel like this is pretty good. Now, this room that I'm in is yellow, so I have a very yellow room, so I feel like the yellow really kind of, you know, changes the tone. But I think that this is one of the best settings that I've had. How do you guys think it looks? Please let me know in the comment section if you guys like this lighting. Like, I wish I could paint this room, but unfortunately we rent the house, so we can't change anything. Like, if I could, like, I would paint the walls white, because I feel like white would give me like such a neutral like balance, because the yellow is making it so warm. So, but just let me know please how the yellow looks or how the lighting looks in this room. I've changed some settings in my camera just to kind of customize it and stuff, so just please let me know. But anyway, so I'm gonna start off with my favorite concealer at the moment, and my favorite top high-end concealer right now is the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. I love this concealer so much. Like, I think that this concealer is so great, and I just love the coverage that it gives me. And I have mine in the shade Chestnut. I really like this concealer. I think it's such an amazing and great concealer. It just, I don't know what it is about it. I don't know if it's just the coverage is just so nice, and it doesn't like crease on me or anything, and it lasts all day. I really love this concealer. This is like right now my top concealer that's high-end, and I just have been loving this concealer. I'm so happy I picked it up, and I've talked about this concealer a lot before, but I just really love this concealer. I think it's awesome. I think it's amazing, and I just can't get enough of this concealer. It's awesome. After the Too Faced Born This Way concealer, another concealer that I have been absolutely loving so much, that's from Sephora and Ulta, is the Urban Decay Stay Naked Correcting Concealer. Oh my gosh, if you guys know, the foundation, the Stay Naked foundation, is my favorite foundation right now. It's like my top foundation of all time. I don't have a foundation that I love more than that one, the Stay Naked one, the Urban Decay one. And this concealer is really good as well. This concealer is just like the foundation. It's more of a mattifying concealer. The Too Faced one is a little bit more natural finish. This one is a little bit more mattifying, but I really love this concealer a lot, and I have mine in the shade 70 NY. This concealer covers everything. This concealer makes my under eyes so smooth and so like airbrush looking. I love this concealer a lot. After those two concealers, I have my Jouer Essential High Coverage Liquid Concealers. These concealers are really good as well. These are really great high-end concealers. Now, this concealer, as opposed to the other two that I talked about, this one a little bit goes a very long way. So these concealers, all you have to do is just take a little bit of it and just dab it underneath your eyes, and you're good to go, because it's such a full coverage, high coverage concealer that you don't want to go too overboard with this one. So this concealer is really great. The only thing I will say about it that's like kind of like the downside is the shade range, because I have two shades. So I have coffee and I have amber, and it's a huge jump between these two shades. Like there's nothing in between, so I don't have my perfect highlighting shade in this concealer. I have to mix these two. I usually take a little bit of amber, a little bit of coffee, and mix it underneath my eyes to get the look that I want. But aside from the shade range, I love the coverage of this concealer. It's such a great concealer. It gives your under eye that full coverage look. It really like covers your under eye. If you have dark circles, if you have redness, anything, like any blemishes or anything like that, it really covers it, and it's so smooth. It really is a high essential, high coverage concealer. It's great and it's amazing. Another concealer that is like one of the best concealers that I have are the Tarte Creaseless Concealer. So this concealer is not very popular. A lot of people, it doesn't have the best reviews on Sephora. It doesn't get like a lot of recognition. Some people don't really like this concealer, but for whatever reason, I have fallen in love with this concealer. Like, I don't know what it is about this concealer, but I just love how when I put it, it's so tacky and it just brightens my under eye. And I think that's why I've been loving this concealer so much, because it really brightens up my under eye. It just makes my under eyes look so awake. I feel like it awakens my face. I feel like it makes me look more awake and more like just more youthful, even though I'm pretty young, I'm 25. But I just really love this concealer for whatever reason. I like how it's like dewy and stuff, but I don't know, I really like this concealer. And I know it's not a popular concealer or whatever, but I gave this concealer a try and I fell in love with it, and I really like it. It's not my favorite concealer, because my favorite one is the Too Faced one, but I really do like this concealer. And for days when I'm looking for like a dewy under eye, like a dewy finish, a hydrated finish, I really gravitate towards this concealer, and I just been loving this concealer. So those four are like the concealers that I use all the time. If anything, I really reach for my Too Faced one all the time. Like, this is the one that I want to use every single day, but I don't use it every single day because I have other concealers that I want to, like, you know, give a chance to really try. But this one and this one are the two that I use the most, these two concealers. Now my Jouer one I use a lot, and my Tarte one I use, but these two are the ones I want to gravitate to like all the time, and I want to use them all the time. So now I'm going to tell you guys the concealers that I don't really like so much. So I'm going to start off with the Fenty Beauty Concealer. So this concealer, the Pro Filter Concealer, I don't gravitate towards this concealer. I don't know why. Like, I just don't use it a lot. Like, I forget I have it, to be quite honest with you. It didn't make like a big impression on me. Like, it's not, if I had to travel, right, and I had to pack for a week or 2 weeks or whatever, I wouldn't take this with me. Like, you know, so it's not like, it's not a terrible concealer, but it's not a concealer that I gravitate towards. And this is not like me being like a hater or being mean about a brand or anything. It's just, to be honest with you, like, it just sits in my drawer and I kind of forget it's there, because I have other concealers that I love way more than this one. Like, I love Fenty as a brand, but the concealer, I just don't use it that much. Like, I'm just being honest with you. And also, I kind of forget it's there, so it just didn't make like a big impressions on me, the concealer. But I like other things from Fenty, like the bronzer and stuff, but this concealer, I just kind of I have it, but I don't really use it. Another concealer that I don't really use at all is the Pretty Vulgar Concealer. Now this concealer I got in a BoxyCharm and I didn't like it. Like, I just did not like this concealer. I feel like there was no coverage at all. Like, this concealer didn't cover anything when I used this concealer. Like, I just didn't like the concealer. I mean, I'm just being honest, you know. I just really did not like this concealer. I mean, I don't know what else to say about it. It didn't do anything. Like, it didn't do anything for me. Like, I feel like I was putting like a diluted cream on my face. Like, it's very runny and it just has no coverage. I just didn't like this concealer. And the last, well, I have two more concealers actually. So I have the Tarte Shape Tape. I love this concealer as an eye primer. I don't use it on my face anymore. I used to use this concealer before I discovered all these other concealers. This used to be like the concealers I use all the time, and I thought I really liked it until I discovered other concealers that I love way more. So Tarte Shape Tape, it used to be like my holy grail concealer, but I don't use it anymore on my face. I use it really as eye primer because it's such a high coverage concealer that I love to use this as an eye primer. I feel like when I use it as an eye primer, like my shadow just stays longer. I feel like my shadow sticks to it. I feel like my shadow looks so much more vibrant. I feel like my shadow looks so much more pigmented. So I really like to use this concealer as an eye primer. I think it makes an amazing eye primer. I think it's great for that. I think it's great for evening out my skin tone on my lids. I just think it's a great base. Now, I don't really gravitate towards this for my face anymore like I used to. It's not a terrible concealer. I just kind of grew out of it. Like, you know, like I kind of outgrew this concealer. The last concealer is like the worst concealer that I have. And I feel so bad, you know, like talking about products like this, because, you know, a brand, like when they release a product, you know, that's their baby. That's what they believe in and that's what they love. And I just feel kind of bad like saying that I don't like something, but I want to be honest and I want to tell my opinion and what I don't like. And this is the It Bye Bye Under Eye Full Coverage Anti-Aging Waterproof Concealer. This concealer just, it doesn't work for me, you guys. Like, I don't know like why this concealer just is, it's horrible. Like it's just a bad concealer. Like, I don't like it, and I know that there's people who love this concealer, but this concealer, like, I feel like when I applied it, I feel like I was putting paint on my face. Like, it didn't blend at all, like, smoothly. It just looked very gunky, and it looked very pasty on my face. Like, you know that white paste that you use to when you have what is it called when you're trying to, like, when you have a hole and you're trying to patch the hole and you put that white paste thing? This is what I feel like I was putting on my face. Like, I just don't like this concealer, and it's nothing against the brand or anything, because I know this is their baby. This is like what they released and they believe in this product, but I just don't like it, and it didn't work for me. And I just, no, like, this concealer was probably the worst concealer I have that's high end in my collection, and I just, I won't repurchase it again. Definitely not. And the shade was just so light. Like, this is the shade 35.5 Rich Golden, and when I tell you how light it is, like, this is so light, like, compared to what I usually highlight with. Like, look at this. Look how light that is. This is supposedly Rich Golden. That is so light. I don't highlight with shades like this at all. Like, it was just way too light, and it's just way like too heavy. Like, it's so pasty and heavy, and it just didn't work for me. Like, if you have this concealer and you love this concealer, like, you know, that's great. Like, keep using it, keep using things that you love, but this is just my opinion on it, and I just don't like it. Just always feel bad, you know, like, talking like, I feel like I'm talking bad about the brand. Like, I feel like I'm insulting them because I know it's like their products that they came out with. But I also want to be honest and want to tell you guys like what I like and what I don't like. Those were all of my concealers, basically the ones that I really love and the ones that I don't love so much. Oh, let's do our daily affirmation. So I remember last video that I did, I started doing a daily affirmation, and I would read affirmation with you guys. So today's affirmation is, I am a magnet for positivity. So I want you guys to say this with me. I am a magnet for positivity, meaning that you are attracting positivity into your life. You're not attracting negative experiences, you're attracting positive experiences and good experiences in your life. So this is our affirmation for today. I really hope that this video was helpful to some of you guys, and if you guys like these types of videos, like ranking my products from like best to worst or highest to lowest, please let me know in the comment section, and I'll try to film this type of series on my channel, because I kind of wanted to start doing that, and I wanted to start like ranking my makeup, like from the best makeup that I have to like the ones I don't like so much. And if you guys are interested in that, please let me know in the comment section and I'll get those filmed for you. And I just want to say, guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and this is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel down below, and also please give this video a thumbs up if you like it. And I really hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.